And now, here are your game announcers, David Duncombe and Elgin Traylor.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Presque Isle High School up in Aroostook County. We're here for a doubleheader of games. The two JV games have just been concluded with Nokomis sweeping the JVs. In Elgin, it should be a good game. The Presque Isle girls are coming in at number 1 in the heel points, and they're undefeated on the year. Nokomis is at number 11 currently in the heel points. And a win here could almost secure them of a playoff berth by itself.
Yeah, if they could come out and beat Presque Isle, it would be a huge upset, and they get a lot of heel points. And this is the first time these two teams have met this year, and if they could beat them twice, it'd be worth about, I think, about 30 heel points, and that would really help them get into the playoffs. On the other hand, though, Presque Isle is perhaps one of the best Class A girls team, that's come along in a long while. They got Kim Condon. She's scored over 1,000 points in her high school career, and a lot of other players on the team. They get a lot of good height, too. A lot of good players that are, over 5'11".
And they like to run the ball a little bit and do a lot of different things on defense. For Nokomis to win tonight, Katie Nye will certainly have to have a good game, but I think Tanya Cray and Adrian Nickerson are going to have to step it up inside and get some of those easy points underneath the boards, and also control the rebounding will be a very important factor in this game as it goes along.
Yeah, the Warriors have proved that they can win games this year, but Katie Nye can't do it by herself. It needs to be a team effort.
About a minute away from the start of the ball game as the teams come off from their warm-up session.
The Warriors of Nokomis High School and undefeated Presque Isle Wildcats. And as both schools request that all spectators display proper sportsmanship at all times, please do not remove, degrade players, coaches, or officials. Let's make good sportsmanship our #1 priority. Now for the starting lineups. First, the Warriors of Nokomis 5'5" junior, number 20, Andrea Palke. And for Presque Isle, 5'8" senior, number 23, Danielle Donovan. For Nokomis, a 5'11" freshman, number 32, Tanya Cray. Presque Isle, 5'4" sophomore, number 24, Katie Diaz. For Nokomis, 5'7" senior, number 40, Katie Nam. Presque Isle, 5'11" senior, number 25, Kim Condon. For Nokomis, 5'8" junior, number 44, Kylie Turner. Presque Isle, 6' senior, number 32, Shannon Reynolds. Last night for Nokomis, 5'9" sophomore, number 54, Adrian Nickerson. And for Presque Isle, 5'10" senior, number 45, Angela Paulsbach. The Warriors are coached by Earl Anderson. Wildcats are coached by Dick Barstow and Mr. Bid. Today's officials are Mr. Poole and Mr. Thibodeau. Please stand, gentlemen, and remove your hats as the Presque Isle High School band, directed by Mr. Dan Schneider, honors America with the playing of the national anthem.
Good job there by the Presque Isle band doing the national anthem, Honor America. And we're just about ready for game time. The referees will be Mr. Pooler and Mr. Thibodeau, as the public address announcer so graciously said. Did a good job. And hopefully Nokomis they're going to have to take care of the ball real well today and not have a lot of turnovers, because Presque Isle will be right on them trying to take advantage of any mistakes they might make.
Yeah, they had a rough game against Brewer, a team that they normally could easily beat, wound up into an overtime game, and they were able to pull that one out.
Kim Condon will be jumping up against the freshman Tanya Cray. Condon is a senior captain. The other captain for Presque Isle is Shannon Reynolds, and she controls the tip. Now it's back to Donovan. Quickly up to Pulsify, and it's stolen away by Nokomis. Nye running the ball. Presque Isle and helping out. Now they switch to a zone defense, it looks like. Turner gets it to Pelkey, throws it away. The steal quickly up court to number 24 is Piers. Tries the layup, no good. Pelkey rebounds.
The Warriors need not to turn the ball over like they did in the last 2 games.
Kylie Turner gets it. She's quickly pressured way out top. Now she's going to drive straight to the basket, gets double teamed. Out to Katie Nye for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Pulsifer. And that's up to Piers quickly. Down on the right lane, and now out top to Kim Condon. Condon going to try to penetrate down the lane, does so, and gets it to Reynolds, who drives the lane. She'll lay it up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Can't hit. Rebound, Tanya Cray.
The Warriors are doing a great job on defense, something we haven't seen in the last 2 games.
Nye with the ball now, being guarded by Danielle Donovan. Dribbles towards the middle, hits Pelkey cutting. Pelkey stops and now pulls it back out. Out to Kylie Turner. Nokomis slowing it down a little bit against Presque Isle now. Nye penetrates and throws it away. Another turnover. No, that went off Presque Isle, be Nokomis ball.
Looked like it went off somebody's leg there.
Into Katie Nye. She's guarded by Donovan once again. Over to Pelkey, and they're running a little weave out at the top of the court now, trying to slow the game down, keep it in the low numbers against this very explosive Presque Isle team. Nye penetrates in the middle of the lane, back out top to Pelkey. This is an interesting game plan inserted by Coach Anderson here, Elgin.
Yeah, both teams are doing a good job on defense. Each team's been held to just about 2 points. Nearly a turnover there, but Andrea Pelkey will save it.
Nye gets it now. She thought about the 3. Now she'll penetrate down the lane, put up the running shot, no good. Rebound, Pulsifer. That's 3 rebounds for her. Comden brings the ball down quickly. She'll take the 18-footer off the mark. Rebound, Nye. Stolen away by Donovan, but she was on the baseline. It'll be Nokomis ball.
It'll be another turnover for the Wildcats. It's normally rare to see them turn the ball over this many times in the first quarter.
Turner gets it into that Nye, almost stolen away by Pulsifer. It'll still be Nokomis ball, though.
Looks like Presque Isle's going to stay with the press and work it on Nokomis.
Nye trapped quickly. She needs a little help. Long pass up to Kylie Turner. Throws a nice bounce pass to Nickerson, but she travels. Just couldn't handle the rock.
Needs to think about what she's doing and put the layup in.
Scoreless, 5:16 to go, first quarter. Kind of like a hockey game here. Presque Isle with the ball. Stolen away again by Nokomis. Now they recover. Over to Reynolds. She'll shoot the shot. In and out. No good. Rebound, Cray.
Surprisingly, the Presque Isle Wildcats are having trouble trying to get anything to hit.
Nye around her back, penetrating down the lane. Pulls up, out to Pelkey. Pelkey over to Turner now. Over to Nye. She'll take the 3 and sinks it. 3-0. 4:40 to go in the first period. Nokomis in the lead.
So finally someone gets on the board, and it's the Warriors, Katie Nye, who's hit about 22 3-points this season.
That's in the Pulsifer, but she gets fouled.
First foul of the game.
A foul is on the freshman, Tanya Cray, and Pulsifer will go to the line for a couple of free throws. Presque Isle starts all seniors, very experienced team.
A little bit short on that foul shot there.
This is when Nokomis has to box out and make sure they get the rebounds on missed free throws. That can really hurt you. Pulsifer gets her team on the board, 3-1. Nokomis leads. 4.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Pelkey against the pressure, does a nice job up to Cray, and they break the pressure fairly easily. Nye gets her pocket picked by Condon. She's going to go strong to the basket, lays it up and in, and we're all tied at 3.
Nice play there by Kim Condon. She's a senior this year, and she scored over 1,000 points, and she really has a lot of experience.
Nye around the back. Pulls up short. Now she gets it to Tanya Cray. Out to Pelkey with the game tied at 3. Nokomis just running a little weave out front for the most part of this quarter, trying to keep the score down, but Nye has her pocket picked again. Presque Isle looks to run. Piers with the ball. Swings it out top to Condon. She drives down the lane. Gets it to Pulsifer inside to Reynolds. Nice little dish there, and Reynolds scores.
The Warriors are having trouble with turnovers, and it's haunting them right now. They've already had 5 turnovers in this game.
5-3 there. Presque Isle leads. Almost knocked away again as they're all over Katie Nye. Turner gets it out top. She's guarded by Reynolds. Now Nickerson out there. She's a little bit out of her range out here. And she'll throw it away, and another turnover by Nokomis. Pulsifer chasing the ball down. She drives the lane, throws it up and in.
Presque Isle takes a 7-3 lead. Got just about all 7 points off turnovers.
They got those 7 points in a minute and a half. Presque Isle, very explosive team. Turner gets it. She's going to drive the baseline, put up the shot, can't hit. Rebound Condon.
She needs to hit those short jumpers, and Condon's going to go all the way.
She lays it up but can't finish, and then she steals it away from Tanya Cray and lays it in. Coach Earl Anderson wants a timeout as he's seen Presque Isle go on a 9-0 run after Nokomis took an early 3-0 lead.
I think Kim Condon wants to score 2,000 points before she leaves Presque Isle here. I don't know how many she has, but we do know that she's had over 1,000.
She reached 1,000 earlier in the season, so I doubt she'll get that far with it, but I'm sure she's pretty well up there in the points department by now. As you see, both huddles there getting their instructions from their coaches. Presque Isle is coached by Richard Barstow.
Talking about 1,000-point scorers, the Warriors have only had 3. I don't know the first 2, but I know the most recent 2 was Kelly Bowman a couple years ago.
One of them was the Gee girl, I know that. Pam Gee, I believe her name was. That was a while back in like 78 or 79. And Laura Grumback also scored 1,000 points for the Lady Warriors.
Of course, that was the year the Warriors went to the tournament and lost in the Eastern Maine final to Coney. Still some players that played on the team then are on the team now, like Andrea Pelkey and
Katie Nye.
Melissa Copa and Katie Nye.
Nice, swings it over to Pelkey. Nice cross-court pass there. Pelkey trap, gets it to Nickerson. Nickerson turns the ball over. It's stolen by Piers, and she'll go all the way and lays it up. Can't finish. And we'll have a foul on number 23, Donovan. Presque Isle really shot themselves in the foot a couple times. They could be up by a lot more than they are if they just hit those layups on the fast breaks.
And that would really help the Warriors, to stay in this game. If they can keep the turnovers down, they could probably make an offensive run to get back into the game.
Long pass up to Kylie Turner. She'll take the shot. No good. Fight for the rebound. Turner gets it herself. Tries to hit Tanya Cray, but turns it over again. And turnovers are piling up. That's 8 for Nokomis already this ball game. Donovan with the ball. Nokomis in person-to-person defense. Ball inside to Reynolds. She goes up strong and is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
That was a nice pass right to the inside to number 32. That's Shannon Reynolds.
Reynolds short on her first one.
Wildcats not quite that accurate on the free throw line as they are from inside the paint.
And she hits the second one. Give her 3 points. 10-3 now. Presque Isle leads. 1:50 to go, first quarter. Pelkey in a little trouble. Throws it, almost stolen away by Condon.
Bounced off a cheerleader there.
Nye with the ball. She gets trapped. She's in a little trouble. Gets it to Falloon. Swung over to Pelkey. Quickly over to Turner. Now across court for Nye. She'll drive down the lane, put up the runner, and hit. Good move there by Katie Nye.
She's done all the scoring so far for the Warriors.
10-5 is the score. Presque Isle leads. 1:14 to go. Reynolds penetrates down the lane. Can't finish. Pulsifer gets a rebound, and now a battle for it on the floor. Condon comes up with it to Piers, and that's a 2.
Wildcats starting to just hit about just every shot they take now.
Nye breaks the pressure, now kicks over to Pelkey. Pelkey cross court, now swung over to Kylie Turner. She'll take the long 3. She's too strong with it. Saved by, that was Donovan. Nice save there. Condon now drives down the lane. Finds Donovan inside. She also misses another layup. It'll be out of bounds as she hit the baseline. And that'll be Nokomis ball.
Warriors also having some more problems. The defense is not working like it was earlier in the game. As the first quarter is going to click down here, under 30 seconds.
12-5, Nokomis looks like they'll hold for one shot. Pelkey with the ball, top of the key, penetrates, now kicks over to Falloon. Back out top to Pelkey, down to 10 seconds. Nye will take the 3 and hit it. Katie Nye keeping Nokomis in the game right now. Down to 3. Condon going to have to hurry. Throws it up from half court. A little bit short. It was right on the money, but short. 12-8 to score at the end of 1.
And Katie Nye's done all the scoring for the Warriors so far. 2 threes and a 2-pointer. So it's 12-8 after 1 quarter. A very quick quarter. It only took about maybe 12 minutes to do it.
Only 3 fouls called, and all the turnovers. They quickly got the ball started again, as you see the Presque Isle cheerleaders on your television screen right now. And Nokomis doing a fairly good job. They got to cut down on those turnovers, though. They gave Presque Isle too many opportunities underneath the basket, and they're going to start finishing those because, you know, now they're getting warmed up and into the flow of the game, and they won't miss those inside shots as much.
That's been one of the big problems this year on the Warriors. They've had good defense all year, and they're showing they've had good defense in this game, and just at times, you know, they can get good passes down the middle. They played good defense against Old Town in a previous game, but just the turnovers hurt them in the end.
And we're going to get ready to go back to action. Nokomis ball out of bounds at half court. 12-8, Presque Isle leads.
Checking into the game is Melissa Copa, the other captain this year.
Copa with the ball right now, wearing number 12. She gets in a little trouble, but Nye hollers and then gets the ball from her. Nye penetrates, kicks over to Kylie Turner, takes the shot from 17. A little strong, bounces around, no good. Rebound tipped around, and finally Pierce comes up with it.
Tanya Cray almost had that rebound, but she couldn't quite get her hands on it.
Tough battle inside with Kim Condon and Tanya Cray. Cray almost steals it, but Condon comes up with it and kind of rolls it over. And Pulsifer over there, a lot of hustle going on. Kylie Turner comes up with it. And Katie Piers will come up with a personal foul. That'll be her first.
No, it was a travel. They're going to call a travel on Turner.
Whoop. I better keep my mouth shut until they make the call, I guess.
Looked like a foul, but it'll be a travel.
The pass to Reynolds. She'll drive the lane, going strong and hits.
That's a tough shot to make when you have 2 defenders in your face. She just laid it up and in off the glass.
Katie Nye gets it to Tanya Cray, and that time Daniel Donovan will pick up the foul, I believe.
Yeah, the Presque Isle Wildcats have been doing a good job to play good, strong defense, close defense, and not get called for many fouls. Just their second foul of the game.
As you see Brianna Blanchard check in for Presque Isle, she's just a freshman. She's out top chasing the ball. And Copa almost turns it over, then gets it back and gets it to Turner. Now to Turner at the free throw line. She's going to get stolen away if she's not careful, and she finds Copa on the floor for the ball. And they're going to call her for a walk.
And she can't believe it. She's a little upset, but she'll calm right down.
14-8 now. Presque Isle leads. 6:40 to go before halftime. Mind you to stay tuned after this game, because immediately following it, the boys will be on against Presque Isle. Condon takes a shot from outside. No good. Rebound, Pulsifer. But she'll pick up the foul for pushing off to get that rebound.
2 fouls for the Presque Isle Wildcats in the last minute here.
Presque Isle, what?
Surprised Mr. Anderson hasn't really changed his point guard, but he's going to stay with Katie Nye. Just about anybody who's dribbling the ball up is having trouble because of the strong Wildcat defense.
Nye gets it. She's going to take another 3 off the glass and good. Did she call bank there?
I don't know. Nice shot there by Katie Nye to bring it within 3 points now.
14-11, 6:08 to go. Ball swung around to Condon. She'll take the 17-footer, nothing but net. She's got 6 points now on the game. Copa gets it in the middle, and she almost turns the ball over there, but she held her pivot foot up to Tanya Cray. Tanya doing a good job of coming up and helping out with the press. 16-11 the score. Copa with the ball.
She loses it, but she'll get it back.
She's looking for some help and throws it right into Kim Condon's hands. Condon gets it to Donovan, who lays it up and in. I thought that was going to roll out, but it went in. Danielle Donovan gets her first basket of the ball game.
I think that was Copa's person who she should have been guarding, and she was too busy worrying about guarding 25 Condon there, and just got 23 on the inside and got the layup.
Copa loses it again, another Nokomis turnover. Blanchard down to Donovan. She goes strong to the basket, can't hit, gets her own rebound, throws out to Pulsifer. Now inside to Reynolds. She's been tough in there so far. She misses that one, and Falloon rebounds. Katie Nye with the ball. 18-11, 4:46 to go in the half.
Presque Isle not doing the
Not doing the press.
Yeah, not doing the press. I'm sorry about that.
And Kylie Turner double dribbles. Well, I think they only do it after made baskets, Elgin. They won't do it after a missed shot or something. After a make, they'll set it up because they have more time to do it.
Yeah, they have good rhythm.
Number 34 for Presque Isle is Billy Hayward. She gets it to Condon, who'll stop, pop, shoot, and score.
Nice shot there by Kim Condon.
Extends Presque Isle's lead to 9, and Nye loses it. Gets it up to Pelkey. Just across in time to beat the 10-second violation. Kick over to Cray, who's been quiet, and she gets it stolen away by Condon. Condon quickly down court. Drives strong to the hoop, then loses it. It'll be Nokomis ball. Rare turnover by Presque Isle. That's only their third of the game. While Nokomis is up to how many, Elgin?
14 turnovers and we're just getting under halfway through the second quarter here.
And Nokomis is lucky to only be down by 9 with 3:50 to go with that many turnovers.
Yeah, Presque Isle has hit about, I don't know, about 60% of their shots, and they could probably normally hit about 80.
Pelkey penetrates, puts a shot up, bounces around, and hits.
First time someone scored, and it hasn't been Katie Nye today.
Ball goes over to number 41. That's Piper. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Cray. She's done a good job on the defensive board. She's been quiet down on the offensive end so far, though.
She leads the team in offensive boards this year.
Nye penetrates, now kicks to Falloon. He'll fake the pass, take the 3, a little bit strong. That rebound is by Hayward. And the freshman Blanchard puts up the shot, no good. And Kylie Turner rebounds. Turner picked up as she crosses half court, throws a pass cross court. Blanchard easily steals it and then dribbles off her foot. Back-to-back turnovers there by Nokomis and Presque Isle.
It seems like when the Wildcats come up and, run their offensive plays, it seems like just about anybody can shoot it and put it in. They got a very experienced squad.
And it's good that they're mixing freshmen in with seniors to get them good experience and good Class A experience playing with some of the players they have. And that'll definitely bode well for their future, I'm sure.
Yeah, most teams don't have 5 senior starters, but a couple years ago, Coney did have 5 senior starters, and they had to mix in freshmen, to get them experience. And that's why Coney's still, they're not number 1, but they're up there in the heel points right now.
They're always an excellent program, and they will always remain to be an excellent program.
Well, they could have a slide like Brewer, but...
Oh, that's not very nice now, Elgin.
Well, Brewer's been playing real well. They've had a lot of close games this year, and they almost knocked off Nokomis out of like 2 of the last times they played them. Yeah. And they'll probably get their win before the year's out. And if not, they'll definitely get one next year.
Yeah, the Lady Warriors got taken a double overtime against Brewer in the last game. Oh, 1 overtime in the last game.
Yeah, I thought it was double overtime too, and I asked one of the girls, and they said it was just 1 overtime on our 4-hour drive up to the county today.
Bounce pass into Katie Nye. She's double teamed with this full court pressure. Very effective pressure. Belke tries the long pass, gets it back, and they're going to call a 10-second call on the Lady Warriors. 20-13, Presque Isle leads. 2:36 to go before halftime.
They have more turnovers than points now, the Lady Warriors.
Hayward with the ball, gets it to Pulsifer. Inside to Condon, who's tougher all around the place. She scores again. She's got 10 so far.
In a previous game against Holton, she scored 28 points, so she can definitely score a lot of points in a game.
Pelkey has it now. She's guarded by Hayward. Swing over to Katie Nye. She's open for the 3. No good. Rebound Condon. Condon will push the ball up herself. She can go inside or out. Hayward with the ball now. Swung over to Blanchard. Shot is no good. Rebound by Falloon for the Lady Warriors. 1:54 to go before halftime. Presque Isle leading by 9.
Warriors still fairly much in this game.
Nye almost has it stolen. Gets it back. Turner pump fakes. Nice little move there. Shot is blocked by Pulsifer. And Piper comes up with it. Now it's up to Pulsifer, who Cray had just got thrown right into her hands and goes off her. Be Presque Isle ball.
Whole new string checking in for Presque Isle, as well as Nickerson for Nokomis.
Rachel Underwood checks in for the Presque Isle Wildcats, wearing number 43, and Shannon Reynolds checks back in.
Looking at the crowd here, there's a big crowd on hand here for this game. A lot of people from Presque Isle, and a lot of people came up from Nokomis to watch this game.
So it was a nice day for that long drive. Nice and sunny out.
Yeah, no snow.
Well, they have a little more snow than we have up here, though.
Yeah, they have enough snow to go snowmobiling.
Pelkey with the ball. To Turner. Now over to Nye, who's going to shoot the 3. She's short with it. Rebound by number 41. That's Piper. She brings the ball down. Now throws it off Reynolds' leg, and that'll be a turnover.
Presque Isle up to 5 turnovers now, while Nokomis has 16.
Only down by 9. That's pretty good for that big of a swing and turnovers. Turner has it. She'll penetrate. Kick over to Nye. She hits the side of the backboard with that shot. Nickerson's going to pick up the foul with 49 seconds to go. Presque Isle leading 22-13. Not even close to the bonus yet, though, as both teams only have 3 fouls apiece.
Yeah, both teams have played good defense, good, strong defense. The Wildcats have played probably the toughest defense, playing close man-to-man defense, and they've only picked up 3 fouls in the whole game. And then 2, I believe, were offensive.
That's Piper inside to Blanchard. Now top to Condon. She'll take the 3 and hit it. She can play inside or outside. You got to guard her wherever she is.
I don't really know who was guarding her, but they went to guard someone else, and she just was open there for the 3.
Swung over to Turner. She loses the handle on the dribble, goes and picks it up. Somebody's got to come out and help her now. Katie Nye now with the ball. And that ball is tipped around. Pelkey gets it. Inside to Tanya Cray, and Condon will pick up the foul.
That'll be her first foul.
Team's fourth.
Fouls on 25, Kim Condon.
Or fifth.
It'll be the fourth foul, I believe. Yeah, 4.
Bounce pass into Nye. Into Tanya Cray, who lays it up and in, and Tanya Cray's in the scorebooks.
That should be it for the quarter. Yeah, we'll go to halftime. 25-15. Warriors done a good job to stay in this game, even though they committed a lot of turnovers. And Presque Isle is, if they can come out and start hitting a lot of shots in the third quarter, they could just really easily pull away from Nokomis.
Well, Nokomis is lucky not to be down by more than they are with all the turnovers they had. Presque Isle only with 5, and big story is Kim Condon of Presque Isle with 13 points, and Katie Nye has 11 for the Warriors, and they're the leading scorers. So at halftime, your first half score is 25-15, Presque Isle in the lead. And the score at halftime, once again, 25-15, Presque Isle in the lead. And Nokomis is lucky to only be down by 10 after having that many turnovers in the first half.
Yeah, Presque Isle hasn't really come out and hit a lot of the shots that they should have, like the inside and short jumpers and the layups. And some of the foul shots, I believe they're only 50% from the foul line. And that, that's really hurting them, and it's really kept Nokomis in this game.
And Presque Isle also got a good deal of minutes from their bench, where Nokomis hasn't gone very deep into their bench this game. And that could really tell a story later on when the legs get a little tired. Presque Isle's jump shooters will still be able to find the range, where Nokomis's might not be able to because their legs will be tired and their shots will come up short.
Yeah, it also looks like the Presque Isle has a lot of healthy players. So does Nokomis, and it looks like their starters, maybe they do play the whole game most of the time.
Well, Kim Condon didn't come out, but didn't look like she needed to. At the end of the half, she was just as strong, if not stronger, than she was at the beginning of the game. She has 13 points and 3 rebounds and probably 3 or 4 steals also. Really had a complete first half and put a hurt on Nokomis. They're going to have to do something to shut her down.
Yeah, when you see her shoot, she has an unusual shooting stance. Most people, just shoot straight away, but she shoots like from the back, like shoots from the back of her head.
You can see the two teams both out here at halftime warming up. About a minute away from getting back to the action. Nokomis starts to come off the floor, and they ring the buzzer, and then Presque Isle will come off.
Checking the JV scores, the Nokomis JV boys won 79-73 in overtime. Real good game there. And on the girls' side, girls were able to pull it out it wasn't overtime, 55-51. So a lot of close games here, and this one is still pretty close and could go either way.
Well, Nokomis, all they really have to do to get back into the ball game is cut down on their turnovers, because once they've gotten in their half-court offense, they've been pretty solid, getting good shots for Katie Nye and Tanya Cray. And they really need to work at that, and they're just having trouble breaking this press, and they're going to have to bring some more people up to help break it.
Turnovers have been a real big problem in this game, though. When you have more turnovers than points, that's kind of that that you're going to be trailing or going to be down quite a lot or quite a little. You don't really know.
It'll be Presque Isle ball at half court. Kim Condon to take the ball in. She gets it into Pierce, who didn't play much of the second quarter. She's guarded by Pelkey. Over to Reynolds. She drives inside, is trapped. Now Pierce loses it. Katie Nye with the steal. She'll go strong to the basket, lay it up and in.
Nice steal there by Katie Nye, and it's about the 6th turnover for the Presque Isle Wildcats.
Presque Isle quickly down. That shot is blocked by Cray as Nokomis coming out with good intensity here. And with a chance to cut the lead to 6.
Now they seem fired up right about now.
Kylie Turner with it. Swung over to Pelkey. She fakes the shot. Now give it to Nye. Swung cross court to Turner. Look, fakes pass inside, and Pelkey can't handle that pass. Another Nokomis turnover way up to Pulsifer. She lays it up with the left hand and good.
For a while, for just a couple seconds there, Presque Isle seemed to be stunned by the way Nokomis came out, but things are going back to the way they were now.
10-point lead. Nye almost gets a back court, but the Presque Isle player knocked it around. It's stolen by Condon. Condon will go take it coast to coast. She won't make the shot, but she will go to the free throw line for 2 shots as Katie Nye fouls her on the way up.
Quickly a foul by the Warriors. Katie Nye, it's her first foul.
Foul is on number 40, Katie Nye, your first. Kim Condon, shoot 2.
Kim Condon at the free throw line for 2 shots. First one is right in to give her 14 points now. 6:51 to go. Presque Isle opens up their biggest lead of 12 points.
And they're doing a better job on free throws now. They've hit both of them in this quarter.
Nye used the dribble, now gets it to Pelkey with a nice pass and catch. Pelkey dribbling around. She's guarded by Piers, reaches in and picks up the foul.
24, Katie Pierce, number 1.
Wildcats getting a little bit anxious to get back down to the other end.
Nye and to Nickerson. Nice pass to Cray. Shot is blocked by Pulsifer. Be out of bounds. Nokomis ball. As he said red, but pointed towards Presque Isle's basket. He confused me there for a minute. Mr. Thibodeau. Way out top to Pelkey. Pelkey drives down. Now picks up a dribble. Gives it to Turner, who likes that baseline shot and sinks it.
Cutting the lead now down to 10.
Penetration, then Donovan just throws it away as no one was there. And that'll be another turnover. Presque Isle a little more not as careful with the ball as they were in the first half in the opening stages of the third quarter. Kylie Turner turns it right back over, though, with that bounce pass trying to hit Katie Nye.
Maybe Presque Isle is getting a little bit tired out there. Maybe some of their players are getting worn down.
Into Pierce, now up top. Swung over to Condon. She'll take the 3. She's short with it. Pulsifer rebounds. Lays it up left-handed. No good. Donovan rebounds and puts it up and hits.
Warriors need to get the defensive rebounds like they were in the first quarter. Can't allow Presque Isle to get more than 1 shot.
Pelkey breaks the pressure. Kicks over to Kylie Turner, who takes the long shot. No good. Rebound, Adrian Nickerson. And they'll get Pulsifer for the personal foul. That'll be her second.
Good call there by the official.
Foul is on Angela Pulsifer, number 45, her second.
Nokomis setting up an out-of-bounds play. Trying to get it in. Finally get it to Nickerson, who gives it to Pelkey. Pelkey drives the lane, shoots and scores.
Pelkey, she's up to 4 points on the game. Kind of a football score, 31-21.
Pulsifer penetrates, now bounce pass to Reynolds. She throws up a shot, no good. If Reynolds would have squared to the basket there, I think she would have made the shot a little bit better. She wasn't really squared to the hoop when she took the shot. Pelkey now fighting the pressure. It's stolen away by Donovan and quickly up to Condon. She lays it up and in.
You can see now Presque Isle starting to hit those shots, and Warriors are still having trouble with ball control. Like that right there.
Tanya Cray loses it, now gets it back, looking for some help. Finally over to Pelkey, down to Turner. Turner just a little careless, gets the ball knocked away. Pulsifer playing tough defense, but she'll pick up her 3rd.
Katie Nye not playing outside like she was in the first half. She's playing more to the inside and letting Pelkey and another forward to stay out there. Warriors play a 3-forward offense.
Ball into Katie Nye. She penetrates, and she'll get the offensive foul. She pushed off with her shoulder. Good call there by the official.
That'll be her 2nd foul.
Foul is on number 40, Katie Nye, her second.
Checking into the ball game for Pulsifers, number 43. That would be Rachel Underwood. Into Condon, stolen away there by Cray. Ball tipped around like a bowling ball a little bit. Nye comes up with it. Nye pushes the ball up quickly. Bounce pass over to Pelkey, inside to Nickerson. Nickerson misses the shot. Rebound by Pierce. Long pass up to Reynolds. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebound Cray.
If you've been noticing, Katie Nye's been trying to get other players to come up, and so she can go play down inside the paint.
Pelkey will take the shot. No good. A little bit strong. Ball tipped around. Hustling for it is Pelkey. She gets it tonight. Good hustle there. Back over to Pelkey. Nice hustle there by Nokomis. Pelkey penetrates down the lane. Can't finish, though. Reynolds with the rebound.
Also, Andrea Nickerson's been playing kind of rough out there, and she creates a turnover.
Pelkey diving on the floor, then tried to hit Turner, but they were on the wrong page a little bit there. 20 turnovers now for the Lady Warriors in the game. They're down by 12, 3:27 to go, third quarter. Condon will shoot that, and it's in. You got to jump out on her if you're the Nokomis defenders.
It's going to really put her up there now with points. She's up to about 18.
Nye breaks the pressure. Tries to hit Cray with the bounce pass, but it's a kick. It'll go off Condon's foot and remain Nokomis ball.
Still no subs yet for the Lady Warriors. There's 3:13 left in the third quarter.
Into Nickerson. Stolen away by Condon. Condon's doing everything. She goes strong to the basket and lays it in. Tiffany Falloon set to check in for the Lady Warriors. And Billy Hayward for Presque Isle.
Another foul on Presque Isle.
That'll go on Piers. That'll be her second.
Warriors have been held scoreless
Team's
for the last few minutes.
Tiffany Falloon checks in for Adrian Nickerson, and Hayward checks in also for the Wildcats.
Presque Isle building a 17-point lead now.
Starting to take over a little bit. Nye almost loses it. This defense has really stymied Nokomis for much of the ball game. Pelkey penetrates and gets it to Cray, who is clapping nicely in for two. Nice play there.
Pelkey to Cray, that was a good connection there. Nice pass.
Donovan with the ball way over to Condon, knocked out by Cray, playing good defense, denying the ball.
Cray only a freshman this year at 5'11". She could possibly be the next 1,000-point scorer for Nokomis.
Condon, a 1,000-point scorer, misses that three. Nye rebounds, stolen away by Presque Isle, though. And Kylie Turner will pick up the foul. That'll be her team's third. Turner's
first. That'll be Turner's first foul.
Condon take the ball off Presque Isle. Into Donovan. Back to Condon. Tries hitting Underwood, but she can't as it's tipped around. That's a turnover for Presque Isle.
Another turnover for the Warriors.
And Condon will lay it in as Donovan, being unselfish, gives it to the 1,000-point scorer. And now it's a 17-point lead.
Surprised Mr. Anderson hasn't called the timeout as they really see Presque Isle really starting to get up there on the offensive board and pull away.
Coach Anderson looking a little frustrated down there on the bench. Pelkey drives all the way, can't hit. Condon rebounds. Way up to Donovan, lob inside to Reynolds. She can't handle it. Now she saves it. Now Condon gets it. And she'll lay it in again.
Condon has just hit about everything in this third quarter. Having a hot quarter.
She's got 13 points in the quarter and 26 on the game. And Katie Nye calls a timeout as Coach Earl Anderson has seen enough as his team has gone down by 19. 1:25 to go in the third quarter. And Presque Isle showing why. They're the #1 team in Eastern Maine.
They're certainly playing a lot better than they did during the preseason. Nokomis, they lost by 40 in a preseason game. Of course, they did not have Katie Nye because she was out for an injury in the first two preseason games. That was the Big East tip-off. But right now, Kim Condon is pushing up towards 30 points and probably going to go a little bit higher if she keeps keep getting the ball to her.
If it keeps this up, I think we're going to see some playing time from some of the Presque Isle players that may not play as much. Of course, the coach might want to keep them right in shape for the tournament also.
Talking about tournaments, Class B, C, and D ended all their Friday night action. Not ended their games, but they ended their last Friday night.
Ended their regular season.
Yep. They'll be starting their tournaments pretty soon.
Kylie Turner into Turner now. She gets it right back from Falloon. Can't hit. Ball is slapped away. Now Turner throws it up. No good. Rebound by the freshman, number 44. That's Blanchard. That's Hayward for the shot. That's a 2. Tough shot. Defender right in her face.
Presque Isle now really beginning to take control of this game and holding Nokomis to held them to about 8 points in this quarter.
44-23 to score. 48 seconds to go, third quarter. Nokomis was down only 10 at the half, but Presque Isle's extended it extensively as Turner shoots, no good. Rebound tipped around, and Piper comes up with it.
Now the Warriors having that problem where nothing will go in.
Donovan gets it to the freshman for 3, no good. Tries to get her own rebound. It'll be Presque Isle ball. That's Brianna Blanchard, the freshman for Presque Isle.
Checking in for the Warriors, 54, that's Andrea Nickerson and Melissa Copa.
Also checking in for Presque Isle is number 42, Leslie Smith.
And for Nokomis, number 10, Hope Curro.
Curro seeing her first action of the night, as long was Leslie Smith from Presque Isle. Donovan with the ball out top, swings over to Blanchard. Inside, nice pass to Blanchard. She can't handle it, though. Fight for it on the floor. And Hope Curro comes up with it.
Nearly a travel there, but she keeps her footing.
Falloon gives it to Curro, back to Falloon. And as the quarter expires, as the Nokomis players didn't realize how much time was on the clock, and they'll go into the fourth quarter down by 21. And it's a mighty big task to try to come back from a 21-point lead on the road against the #1 team in Eastern Maine.
Yeah, Presque Isle is undefeated. We probably already mentioned that, but they've been undefeated in regular season, I believe, for like about 20 games, I believe. I don't think they were undefeated last year, but I'm not sure, but they've been a good team for the last few years.
No, I think they made it to the semifinals of the tournament last year. Don't quote me on that. I've been known to be wrong before.
Yeah, because Coney won it last year. Yeah, I think Coney's won the last 2 before. Then before that, Lawrence won their 4.
With, of course, all-world Cindy Blodgett. She's still quite a player up at the University of Maine on the campus in Orono.
Second in the nation in scoring right now.
Good little tidbit of information there, Elgin.
Do you want me to tell you how many points she's averaging? Because I know that too.
26 something?
24.8.
Oh, she's down from last year, but the freshman Cassidy's having quite a year for them. Ready for action now. Hope Curro Melissa Coper into Hope Curro. Had it a little backwards there. Curro gets it to Copa. She's guarded by Piers. Inside to Nickerson. Battle for it with Allison Piper, and Piper will pick up the personal foul because she was reaching around.
Nickerson really playing rough here in this second half.
Copa looking for someone to give the ball to. Finally lobs it out to Falloon. It's knocked out by Blanchard, the freshman. Freshman getting minutes in the first and second half here, playing very well for the Presque Isle Wildcats. Ball goes into Nye, and now Leslie Smith will pick up the personal foul. I'm sure that's not what Coach Richard Barstow really wanted.
Presque Isle getting into a little bit of foul trouble here, up to 6. Next time, Warriors will be shooting 1-1.
Copa has the ball out beyond the three-point arc. Over to Curro. Now we're going to have 3 seconds called on Tiffany Falloon, and another Nokomis turnover. As you see, Amanda Dorman going to check into the ball game, and Tiffany Falloon will have a seat.
Katie Nye I don't think she sat any minutes here. I think she only got the halftime rest, and that was about it.
Pierce with the ball. She used up her dribble, almost a 5-second call there. Blanchard with it, drives the lane, puts up the shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, Melissa Copa battling for the board.
Doing a good job there, even though she's only 5'3".
She'll give it to Hope Curl. Curl passes over to Copa, who chases it down. Curl takes the three. She's short with it. It'll be Presque Isle ball. Tanya Craig going to check back in for Dorman now.
Dorman didn't really get that much playing time.
Well, she went in for Nickerson as Coach Anderson, not very pleased with what just happened there.
Stay tuned after this to watch the boys varsity, or the boys team, take on the Presque Isle team.
Pierce drives lane, can't hit. Hayward saved it, but Smith couldn't handle it, and it'll be a turnover, Nokomis ball. Only the 9th turnover for the Wildcats this game.
Warriors have been able to cut down on the turnovers now with just their almost all of their second string in there. They still got a couple first stringers in there.
Nye gets it over to Hope Curl. Up top to Copa now. They really shut down Katie Nye here in the second half, not letting her burn them.
She really got to burn them in the first quarter when she hit 2 threes.
She's having trouble getting open for the shot now as Curl gets it, pump fakes. Over to Katie Nye. She can't handle the pass, stolen away by Piper. She drives down the lane, lays it up and in. Curl dribbling up against the pressure. Gives it to Coper out by the top of the key. Swung cross to Katie Nye, who's cutting across the baseline. Nye doesn't need much room to get a shot off. She drives, puts up the shot. It's good. And she'll go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. And that ends quite a long Nokomis scoring drought, over a 3.5-minute drought. 5:57 to go, fourth quarter, 46-25, Presque Isle leads.
Also ends her drought. She's only had 4 points in the second half.
Counting that basket?
Yes, and the team's only had 10 points in the second half. Make that 11. First foul shot for the Warriors.
Blanchard gets it over to Pierce. Pierce, the senior. Now to Blanchard. She'll take the shot. No good. Pelkey rebounds. She gives it to Katie Nye. Nye going to be picked up by number 42, Smith. Will bounce pass way up to Copa. She fakes the shot and then penetrates. Kicks out to Nye. Drives down the lane. Pulls up. Can't hit. Rebound Piper.
Looks like someone got a piece of it. That's why that shot didn't get up there.
That's Hayward with the ball now. She gives it to Blanchard, who isn't afraid to shoot by any means. Bounce past the Piper back. Stolen away by Nokomis. Nye pushing. She's going to go all the way. Lays it up off the glass and in. 46-28, 5:04 to go, fourth quarter.
Warriors making a little bit of a run to cut the lead to 18 now.
Blanchard gets it out top of the key. Now inside to Piper, up off the glass, no good. Copa in there fighting for it, and it'll be white balls that went off Melissa Copa, the senior captain for Nokomis. Hope Curl and Kylie Turner check in. Katie Nye and Melissa Copa check out.
Incidentally, a lot of the Warriors, the Lady Warriors, last games of the year are going to be on the road, so it's going to be tough to try to get a tournament spot.
Blanchard for three and hits. Is now the only Presque Isle starter left in the game is Pierce. Copa penetrates down, gives it to Kylie Turner. Turner dribbles out top. Gives it to Pelkey, fakes a shot and drives. Now to Dorman. She'll put up the shot, no good. Rebound Blanchard.
Blanchard really made an effort here in the last quarter of this game to get a lot of rebounds and a lot of passes.
Pierce with a nice bounce pass, but Underwood can't finish, and Curl will get the rebound and bring it up.
Looked like Dorman got a piece of that.
Looking for Cray inside, now can't get her. The Pelkey swung cross to Turner, who's Nice move there by Kylie Turner. Couldn't finish. Rebound Smith. Presque Isle quickly pushes the ball up. Pierce in a little trouble. She gets it to number 34, Hayward. She doesn't hit the shot, but it goes off Nokomis, and it'll be Presque Isle ball underneath their own basket. 3:39 to go in the ball game. Presque Isle leading by 21 points.
They've really held that lead now. The Warriors have held it right around 20. Really turned down on the turnovers. They haven't had that many in this quarter, about 2.
Marsha Raymond set to check in for Nokomis.
Marcy Raymond.
Well, my bag.
We all make mistakes. See the other freshman on the team, seeing her first action here. There was another freshman on the team, but she's not playing anymore.
Tanya Cray will go to the free throw line as that foul was called on Katie Pierce. Be a 1-and-1 situation.
She'll hit her first one.
Cuts the Presque Isle lead down to 20 with 3:35 to go in the ball game. And she misses her second one. Blanchard rebounds. Quick pass up to Smith. Now swung over to Pierce. She penetrates, but she'll walk first. That'll be Presque Isle's 11th turnover of the game.
And
Christy Pine checks in for Kylie Turner. Both coaches doing a good job of clearing the benches now.
Only person left that hasn't played for the Warriors would be Jenny Cray.
And she's sick, so I don't think she'll see any action today.
Well, she saw some action in the JV game, so maybe she will see some action. But you know, she's got her warm-up suit on, and she'll probably just sit out the rest of the game.
Into Hope Curl. Bounce pass over to Pine. She's not afraid to shoot it. Up to Curl. She'll take the long shot off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound, and Cray and Raymond both hustling for it. Stopped and then went again, and it's out of bounds off Nokomis.
Presque Isle's really shown that they are a dominating team, and they are going to the tournaments. And they can maintain it, and they'll probably go undefeated.
Pierce with a nice bounce pass to number 52, McPherson. She can't hit, and the bounce pass goes off Curl's foot. Another Nokomis turnover.
They're up to 24 now in the game.
2:54 to go. 49-29, Presque Isle leads. And checking in is number 35, and that is Maren Millard.
She's a junior.
Pine in now. Presque Isle practicing their press with their bench, trying to get everybody some experience playing here as they have a big lead. That shot is blocked inside to Cray.
Having trouble with it, but she'll put it up and
tipped around. Pelkey hustling for the ball, puts up the jump shot. It's short. Now Millard will penetrate down. She gets in trouble as Pine playing some good defense on her. Out top to Hayward. Now the shot by Blanchard is off the mark. Hope Currow rebounds.
Blanchard taking a lot of shots, and she really hasn't had that many points.
Pelkey lays it up, can't hit, gets her own rebound, can't finish. Now Cray comes up with it and scores for Nokomis. 2 minutes to go in the ball game, 49-31. Presque Isle in the lead. Very convincing victory over the Lady Warriors this afternoon.
Tanya Cray averages about 10 points a game now, and she's up to about 7. So she's a little bit off.
As you saw Hayward get called for the double dribble for Presque Isle. See who else just checked in for the Wildcats for you in a minute. Almost stolen away there by Pierce. She's the last remaining senior on the floor for either team. Currow gets it. She'll take the shot, but she gets called for traveling first.
So she hits one and gets called for travel, and it'll be the 25th turnover for the Lady Warriors.
Pierce with the ball. She's penetrating. Now pass to not Blanchard. Hayward. Back to Pierce. She's going to drive the lane, lay it up and in.
Getting set to go in the game now is Jenny Cray, even though she appears to be sick, but she's going to get some playing time here late in the game.
Pine drives, puts up the shot, no good. Raymond with the rebound, can't finish. Hustling for it now.
And she'll be fouled.
She'll go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Cray will check in for Pelkey. The Warriors were going to fall to 7-7, and Presque Isle, I believe, will move to 15-0, I believe.
And remain undefeated on the year. Raymond hits her first free throw. Marcy, a freshman, as well as Tanya Cray, so a bright future for Nokomis with a lot of young people on this varsity team.
Their JV team pulling out a win today has a lot of good experience. And the freshman team's had a pretty good year, so.
Hayward with the ball. She's guarded by Curl. Almost stolen there by Cray. As that's Foster, Tara Foster, wearing number 40 for Presque Isle. She played in the JV game. Jen Hallett, excuse me, the announcer just told me I had it wrong here in the scorebook. Dorman fights, gets the rebound. Curl will take the deep shot, no good. Raymond gets the rebound. Now Pine will drive. She won't shoot. Out top to Curl. Swung over to Cray. She'll take the jump shot and hit it.
Bench goes a little bit crazy because that's only the second shot Jenny's hit all season.
51-34, under 20 seconds to go in the ball game now.
Of course, she plays a lot of games with the JV. Does a good job down there.
Almost stolen away by Hope Curl. She'll pick up the personal foul. She kind of ran over Billy Hayward a little bit. 11 seconds to go, 51-34, Presque Isle in the lead. Remind you to stay tuned. Immediately following this game, we will have the boys varsity game against Presque Isle.
Of course, I won't be along for that.
You'll be doing your little stats, won't you?
Yeah, and Andrea Pelkey will take my place.
Dorman with the foul at the end of the game with 2 seconds left on the clock, and that'll send Piper to the free throw line.
Surprised Presque Isle doesn't take their players out, just let Nokomis get the rebound, but trying to get some experience here before the tournament.
Her first free throw was good to make the score 52-34. Quite a third quarter there for Kim Condon tonight.
Hasn't seen any action since the third quarter.
She hit them both free throws.
Time's going to click down now.
And that's your ball game. Final score, 53-34. Presque Isle wins, and it's kind of a lot of players got some valuable playing time at the end as both coaches pulled out most of their players.
Warriors didn't have a lot of high scorers. Katie Nye had 18, hitting a couple threes. And Tanya Cray had 7 points, and that was really all the scoring that the Lady Warriors did.
And Kim Condon for Presque Isle had 6, and then the next high scorer was Angela Pulsifer with 5. Few people checking in with 4, but that defense of Presque Isle really did the job tonight. And your final score is once again 54-53-34, and I remind you to stay tuned for the Nokomis varsity boys game against the Presque Isle Wildcats coming right up.